Hello friends! Today I'm going to show you how to make an ice cream cone skirt. It's a tube skirt with an elastic waistband. First you need to get your fabric. This is 1 yard of organic cotton knit from Spoonflower. I've designed this fabric to look like an ice cream cone. So first you need to cut this in half because you only need this much and it's already in half, so you just cut along the fold. So there is enough with a yard to make 2, but we'll just put this to one side for now. And then you need to work out your measurements because this is a fitted skirt, so you need to work out firstly where you want it to sit. I'm going to have it about my hips. So you need your hip measurement, your sort of the widest part of your bum, and also your thigh measurement. So when you've got those, you need to half them because you're going to be using the fabric folded over, and then take off about 1 or 2 inches just so that it's more fitted because it's a stretchy fabric. Now I'm going to pin the fabric so I know where to cut it out using my measurements, and I'm going to use this bit here as the centre so that the design is even on both sides. And I'm also going to use this part here as the top because you're going to sew the elastic to this part and then fold it over so it doesn't matter that you've got the white bit there. So this is the middle. Okay, now I've got it pinned, I can cut it out, and you've already taken off 1 or 2 inches to make the skirt fitted, but just cut on the outside of the pins just so you've got a seam allowance. And that is the basic shape of your skirt, and if you just unpin it now, and put the right sides together, and then just repin it and you are ready to sew. And I'll just trim this part because it needs to be even when you do the hem. I'm using an overlocker to do the seams because it cuts as it sews and it keeps the stretch in the stitch, but if you don't have one, you can rent one in some sewing cafes, or you can use a zigzag stitch with a stretch needle on a standard sewing machine, but the overlocker is best for this job. I'm just going to sew the seams now. And same on the other side. I'm now going to sew the elastic together. I've cut this out again using my hip measurement, but taking off a couple of inches just because it's stretchy. So you need to overlap and then sew a square and then across through that, just to make it extra secure. Using a zigzag stitch. And then when you get to the end, just tie these ends together just to make sure they don't unravel. Just put a couple of knots in it and then you can cut it. And then your waistband is ready. Now that you've sewn the seams of the skirt together and you've overlapped the elastic, you can pin the waistband to the top of the skirt. And then you can sew it. So remember that the white bit here is the top of the skirt. And this is going through the overlocker, so you can leave a bit of seam allowance here at the top, just so you don't trim off any of the elastic. I'm now going to sew the elastic to the skirt where we've just pinned. I'm now using a double needle to secure the waistband to the skirt. So first we sewed it to the top of the skirt, and then you need to fold it over, pin it all the way around, and then use this double needle to sew all the way around the top. And this creates, as you can see here, a line of double stitching which is secure and it stretches with the fabric. I'm now going to sew the hem using the double needle again, and I've pinned it all the way around just so I know where the edge of the fabric is. Okay, finished now. Just need to pull the threads through to the wrong side and then tie them off. And trim. Yeah. Ta-da!